What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Ernsky, and today I'm here with another video. Today I'm gonna be telling y'all about what I did on 4th of July. It'll be a story time. So basically, how my day started was I woke up and I knew I had to do something today because it was 4th of July and shit like that. I was supposed to hang with my cousins, but shit didn't really go as planned. I was supposed to be with them on the weekend, but that didn't end up happening. I went to a party, right? Party on Monday. I get there, right? Order a ticket online, right? I know that. Well, nah. I paid in person. My fault. I paid in person. It was a party, right? It wasn't like a club or nothing. So I pull up. It was like 30 minutes away. I parked like a block away. As I'm walking down, I see some people. They sitting outside. They near the car. They talking. I asked them like, "Yo, what the party over there?" They like, "Yeah, I ain't going in." They said it's ass. Now I had my twisted tea can and shit like that. I'm sitting there drinking, walking. I'm here by myself. I always go to. Well, I told you I go to parties by myself. Pull up. First, I'm thinking it's in a house party, right? I'm like, all right, it's cool. I see the crib. I see lights on, but like, I don't see no action. I'm like, the fuck, but it's cool. So, they said go through the back. I'm like, all right. I go through the back, right? Go through the gate, right? And it's a garage. Well, at first, actually, it looked like a shed. Like you couldn't tell it was a garage from like that side because it walked through the back, right? Walked through the back in their little yard. It was towards the back. All right, it was like 10 to get in. I'm like, all right, I'll go in there. I'm chilling, and I'm busy drinking my twisted tea. I was drinking a half and half twisted tea. Yeah, it was that was just my little son because I usually bring wine to parties, but I just had a twisted can in my refrigerator. So I'm like, I'll take that. You know what I mean? Like it's a cool little vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's these like two Spanish chicks, right? They both look pretty good. All right, so I'm sitting there chilling. Now at this point, I go to enough parties that I can just socialize. I don't need to dance. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't chill on the wall. I'm never going to just chill on the wall. That's mad lame. So I'm talking to some girls socializing. Um, I see one. I'm just having a small conversation with her. Whoopty whoop. She said she been here for a little minute and shit like that. Talking to both of them. She said she go to college there too. I think it was Penn State. It was some shit. No. She didn't say no. It was wrong. My fault. It was wrong. She didn't go to that. It was wrong. I was like, all right, cool. That's like in New Jersey. That's really like a party school. Like if you go there, you really just want to party. Like that's all you want to do, right? But I'm sitting there talking to her. They said they ready to leave because the party trash. The party was kind of trash. I didn't like what the DJ was doing. He was on some butt shit, but I really don't care. So they like, we ready to leave. I'm like, all right, let me get take down my Instagram. The one I was talking to the other one. She looked good. She looked good. The other one didn't look as good as her, but she did look good. These two Spanish bitches, I already said that, but two Spanish Jones. I got the one that didn't look so good. The older John, not the older John. The tall girl, the one that looked good. She was. I mean, we was all talking and shit like that, so it was alright. But she probably had a dude in my mind, cause I don't know. I'll be looking sexy, so I'll be like, I don't know, but. After that, I'm sitting there chilling. I see some girls, they drinking some Pink Whitney in the corner. I still got my Twisted Tea can. I'm still sipping on that. I walk over. I'm like, yo, let me get a pop of that, right? Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, say that this be me. Sometimes I always think like a guy. So I'm like, if a girl walked up to me and she just asked for shot. I have a shot with them. We'll just talk. Like that'll be a thing if a girl walks to me while I have a bottle. But usually I drink wine bottles, so they girls don't ask for a sip in my wine bottle. I'm be honest, like they don't really ask. They just be surprised that I have wine at a party. Like, but she's like, "Ew, no, you ain't getting us." And I was like, "All right, that's cool." Now these are some. They look like some hood bitches, right? These is definitely hood bitches. And hood bitches, it be the thing about hood bitches is like at parties they be in a way like if they feel as though you a lane, they'll really try to violate. Like they'll really try to violate, like on some extra shit. Like they don't even gotta do all that. Like seriously, like especially if one girl, right? You be talking to one girl, and the other one girl feels some type of way. She gonna be loud. She gonna make a scene, and I ain't trying to make no scene at no party. Like you doing too much. Like it ain't even that deep. Like all you gotta say is you cool and I'll walk away. But girls, they get loud and they do all that extra goofy ass shit. I'm like, yeah, it's not it. But anyways, I'm talking to him and shit like that, like having regular conversation. I'm like, oh yeah, I already told you. They was like, oh no, you're not getting out. Like, all right, that's cool. Later on, we still talking shit like that, just having regular conversation, and they already finished it. I'm like, dang, I can't get that. They was like, but I said that like I'm laughing, like I'm like, dang, I can't even get a pop though. That shit crazy, right? Just obviously playing, like she like, what boy, this and that, you bro. I'm like, oh, here, I'm like, oh, never mind. Like, I just walked away. I was like, yeah, forget it, because now she started violating. Like, I'm obviously playing. Like, I'm gonna show y'all what I was looking like. I was looking mad sexy, like. So I'm like, do I look broke? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm not even trying to hear it because some girls like they think like if you a dude, you ask for a shot or something like you obviously broke. Like that's what they think in your mind. Like I mean, I had my own shit in my hand, but it was just this is just me facing it. Like I'm not ready to sit here and bring a. I go to places by myself, so I always try to make sure I'm on 50s. Like I can't get drunk at a party. Like I don't get drunk at a party. I get lit, but I don't get drunk. Like cause I'm by myself. So I'm like, the fuck, I gotta make sure I'm good. So I get lit, but not. That's why I bring the wine, cause the wine just make me feel sexy. Like I'm not all crazy drunk. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll leave them, right? I leave them. I'm sitting there chilling, right? Sitting chilling by myself. I'm like, ah, man, these bitches, man. And I know it's this girl in front of me. She in a group. She in a group. And she's in the middle and she waved. Now, I didn't, like, I looked over. I didn't know who she was talking to. She looked kind of good, though, but I didn't know. She just waved. And I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, I don't know she, because it was, of course, I'm at a party, so other people are, like, around me, but they're not around me. But, oh, yeah, I didn't walk up there. I'm like, she waving, like, at me. I'm like, I don't feel like going over there. So, so I'm still just sitting there chilling. I seen these two Johns, and they look good. So it was one short one, and one she was taller than her. She looked good. And she go, but the short one, she looked like a lesbian though. She looked like a lesbian. The tall girl, she looked like she'd do something with her friend. You know what I mean? She looked like she'd do something with her friend. So I'm like, oh, they looking nice. They was black. Like it was like caramel. You know what I'm saying? It was looking nice. Walk up to them, I'm like, yo, it was a twerking song that came on. I'm like, I try to dance with her and shit like that, just off the strength. There's a couple song, right? She was like, yeah, I know that song. She's like, yeah, she knows this and that. I'm like, all right, well, you might as well put your shit down because you already started dancing with me. She's like, I don't got no rhythm. I don't got no rhythm. I'm like, hey, girl, you just gotta do whatever I say. That's all that matters. But the time she kept on talking back and forth and shit like that. And she didn't pay her shit. Like I was passing her shit to her friend. I'm like, yo, hold her shit. I'm ready to dance with her real fast. But she took too long. The song ended, and we sitting there chopping it up and shit like that. And it was very smoke. And they said, well, we're gonna go get lighter real fast. I was like, all right. So they leave. Right. I mean, oh yeah, I got Shorty I got her Snapchat. Yeah, I got her Snapchat and shit like that. She called me at the end. Oh man, why the? Anyways, um, dang, I spoiled the. Anyways, um, so as they do that, as they're leaving, the power goes out. Like as they're leaving, and I'm like, dang. And I look at some girl, right? I was like, yo, I'm like, yo, electricity. I'm like, yo, I was like, yo, you look like a whole electrician. Like I'm flying. I was like, you look like a whole electrician. Yo, can you go fix that? Yo, and I started laughing soon as I said that. Like, I was like, yo, you look like a whole electrician, boy. Like, I was just, right? I'm laughing so hard, right? She had her friends, right? It was like two other friends. I was like, I started laughing, right? And I went over to, cause when she was sitting right there, I was walking. I said, yo, you look like an electrician. This and that. I started laughing. She was like, you look like Tupac, right? Now I was looking good, but it was like she was trying to say I look good, right? But she tried to just match what I said. But I'm flaming her, like I'm talking about you look like a whole electrician, like. But it's dark, so I don't really see how she looked. But she looked her ass. She was thick. Her ass is fat. Like her face was like in the dark. That shit was like a 5.5, 6. The girls I was talking to before, they had to be like a no. The first group, the one she was like a 7, 8. Right? She was like a hood, bad looking bitch. No, wait. Er, when I first got there, the first two girls I was talking to, the tall one and the short one, tall John, she was like a 8, 8.5, 8.5. They was both 8.5s, but the tall one looked a little bit better. You know what I mean? Um, Second group, boom, the hood bitches, they was like the one on this side, right? Because it was two of them. It was the one she had some she was full, I would say. Her body was full. She wasn't thick, she wasn't fat, she wasn't skinny. She was like in the middle, right? But she had her legs is a little thicker and she had an ass. She was like I gave her like a 8. She was an 8. Her friend was fat and ugly. All right, so boom. Now we get to the two that we have right now. The tall one, she was like and so was a short and tall and short combo. Y'all girls got with too. Um, so it's a short one. Well, anyways, the tall one, she like 8.5. She looked good. She looked good. Her friend was like, I got her friend. Since she was, cause I like girls that's bi. So she looked like she a freak. So she get like a 9.5, just because she already looked good, but she looked like she was bi, right? And she looked like she just do anything. Like she'd definitely do a threesome with her friend, for sure. Like she looked like she'd be down for that. So I'm catching a vibe from this. I'm like, yeah, I like this where I'm at. And they said they ready to get a lighter, so I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? I ain't ready. Like, I already know you going to text me, right? Text me, call, you gonna do something. So she said she ready to get a lighter. I'm like, all right. I'm flaming these girls. I flame. All right. So the one I walk up on, she looking like a 5'6" in the dark. So I'm like, all right, flaming her, right? Oh yeah, back to the story. So I went around her friends. Now I'm holding one friend, right? And I'm laughing while I'm pointing at her. I'm like, yo, right, your friend look like a whole electrician. Matter of fact, she looked like a plumber. They started laughing. And shit like that. And I said, nah, I'm just fucking with y'all and shit like that. But I'm like, yeah, she was like, damn, what already do? Right? I said, y'all ready just come home with me. But like I'm playing, like I'm not even serious. Like I'm like, they're like, all right. I was like, oh shit. Like oh no, matter of fact. Or this I'm saying, oh it is like dang, I'm gonna spin back around, skirt. Um as I'm talking to him, right, I'm saying shit look like a mechanic and shit like that. And he said some corny ass shit. I'm like, it don't really matter because I fuck good. They was like, what you say? I said, I fuck good, so it don't matter what jokes you say right now. Them shit's corny and I fuck good, so it don't matter about what you saying. They was like, oh shit. Right? I'm just coming blatant. Like, that's how I'm coming. Right? Because they like, I'm really waiting on the other girls, but like I'm gonna have a conversation with some girls. Like, fuck it, like you ready ask another nigga for life. Like I already know that, you know what I mean? But it don't matter. So, yeah, I'm sitting there talking to them, right? And they like, damn, we ready to do. And that's when I say, yo, I'm like, y'all ready to come on with me? And they was like, all right. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm leaving right now. I know I'm not really paying attention to what they like. We're in the dark, like in the dark. The power went out. So like, and I didn't see what they like actually looked like in the light. Like I didn't see what they was looking like. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, fuck it. It's three bitches. Cool with me. Sound. I feel nice. So I'm like, all right. Sitting there walking. Now they got one arm around me with one joint, and the other girl, she got her arm around me too. So now it's two bitches, they got her arm around me, and I'm sitting there walking, right? Now the same people that was in the beginning of the story that they was waiting outside, they see me walking by, and you see them like, but I had to keep it cool, like I'm thugging, so I'm like, all right. When we get inside the car, I take it to my car. We inside the car, they like, yo, we ready to go to your crib? I'm like, yeah. They like, what, you live with your parents? I was like, nah. But are you? I was like, nah. They like, you lying. I was like, all right, like I'm not ready to prove anything. Like we ready to go there. So like, they like one friend that was she was like oh yeah, these two girls, they was black. The one that I was playing that looked like an electrician, she was in the front seat. Her two friends, the one I hugged, I pointed to her friend, right, flaming her. She was like she was like a six. She was like a six. Her face, like you don't really peep the way a girl looks. Like you look in the back seat, right? As I'm looking at him outside, like we're in the dark. We're still in the dark. Like this is nighttime. So like I'm like, I'm not really getting the details on what they really looking like, but all right, this bitch is on me. So, but the thing is about me though, like you have to look good or you really have to act sexy for me to get horny. Like I'm not a type of guy that I get horny off anything. Like you have to know you have to know how to act for me to be like, damn, I'm trying, you know what I mean? I'm really trying to hit that. Like that's when I was catching a vibe when I was talking to other girls. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to hit this. Like this looking like me. These two right here looking like me. Right? I'm like, dang. So but these girls, it was three of them that got inside the car, and one, she I never peeped her. She said she was a whole dyke, like, and she was like, oh, I'm ready to leave, this and that, since you already go to his crib. And she was like, all right, stop by my car. The girl in the back said, stop by my car, I'm ready to grab something. So boom, we we go to her car, right? And she pick up another friend. Now, another friend get in the car. I peeped her, but I really didn't peep her. I'm like, another girl in the car. So now I got three. Now it's three of them right now. Well, the other one got subbed in. The other one got subbed in. So I'm like, all right. They look about as equal as 6 or 5 in the backseat of my car. I'm a little drunk. The girl, nah, it was like 5. So I'm like, bad for business, Ernie. Right. So I we spin back to my crib, right? As I'm driving, I got Miguel playing, right? I was like, it was like, how many drinks do you take to leave with me? I'm singing it, right, as we're driving. And I said, yo, y'all act like y'all don't know this song? So the girl, passenger, she starts singing this shit too. I'm like, I'm just testing who active in the car. You know what I mean? She starts saying, I'm like, all right, that's cool. Sitting there driving. We pulled to my crib, right? We get inside the crib. Now, instantly they start touching shit. Like that's the first thing they start doing. But when we was in the car, it was I was keeping conversation, but you can tell like they was a little nervous. Like, you know what I mean? Like they was a little nervous. Like they was like, Even when I was driving, they was like, yo, we really ready to go to his crib, like this and that. Like I never did this before. That's just a lie hoes just say out loud so you don't think they a hoe. Like I'm like, I just told y'all was coming over my crib and y'all just came over my crib. I know it's other niggas that ran down on y'all, like for sure. Like it was too easy. Like that whole situation was too easy. Like I wasn't even trying to get them. Like literally, I'm flaming one. Like I'm telling her she looked like a whole electrician. Like this not no girl I'm thinking about sleeping with. Like if I flame a girl and say you look like an electrician or a mechanic, I'm not having sex with you. Like, but I'm like, but it was just the fact that three bitches said they ready to come home with me. I'm like, whoa, this look better than two. Like, I'm like, I'll take the. I guess I was just in the heat of the moment that I'm like, three bitches ready to come home with me? Damn. So I'm like, yeah, I'm back at the crib, right? We're at the crib now. I sit down. I'm like, ugh, right? I'm sitting back. I'm like this while they touching everything. Now I'm just letting them like get the energy out. Like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, okay. They touch. Now I have dolls, right? I have a Freddy Krueger doll, a Texas Chainsaw dog, and a Chucky 2 doll. These are collectible items. They out here touching this shit like it's toys. I'm like, yo, you have to chill. Like, please pin them things back. Like, them things should be in boxes. Like, and you over here touching shit. Like, then I have my snails and shit like that. They think I'm weird. Cause like they start flaming the snails. I'm like, yo, chill. Like, chill on the snails. Like, they just hatch their eggs. I got probably like they like super tiny at the moment. Like they look like you can see through these snails. So I don't know how many's in my bowl right now. Like every time I look, I see I'll be paying attention to one thing, and I know where the thing I'm looking at is actually one on the glasses right in front of me. Like, cause these things are just so small. But anyways, we anyways, the one that was passenger seat, she comes sit next to me. Now as I got the lights on, I'm looking at them. I'm like, whoa, like soon the lights turn on and I'm looking at them, I'm like, whoa, like, I'm like, whoa, these hoes are ugly as fuck. Like, I'm like, damn. I'm like, in the dark, I'm flaming you, but now I'm like, whoa, who's having sex with y'all? Like, I'm like, whoa, like, you can't turn me on. Like, I'm sitting with the thick John right now. Her ass, now, she was thick. She tooted her ass to me. Now I'm feeling on it. I'm like, as I'm feeling it, I'm looking at her. I'm like, dang, your ass fat, but your face, like, you a little ugly, like, right? And it was a one of because one was her friend and her cousin was there, right? They're in relation. The two cousins, they're in relation. Now the cousin, she looked the best. But this thick bitch I had, she looked like she controls them. Like literally, like she looked like if it's a nigga that enter the group, she get first dibs. And her friend can get leftovers, and cousin she gets nothing. Like especially if this one wanted. Like I'm peeping the vibe. Like I'm sitting there chilling. She talking shit about her friend or her cousin. Like I'm like, yo, like I'm like, why you gotta talk shit about your? Like she telling me like, they like, yo, they bums. Like I'm saying, I'm not even like, how is this conversation getting to you talking shit about your? I mean, I guess she trying to say like, don't fuck me. But this isn't turning me on. Like I'm like, I'm sitting there like, I'm like, you know, let's watch some television. Like I'm like, yo, we gotta change the subject. Like why are you talking shit on your like your people? Like I'm over here. I'm like, ah. So at this point, I'm sitting here just watching. I'm just like this. Like I'm just chilling. Her friend and her cousin, they sitting right there. Now I'm looking at them like, damn. Like I'm not getting turned on at all, right? So I'm like, Ernie, should I have sex with these girls? I'm like, nah, Ernie, you can't have sex with these girls. Like these girls are ugly. Cause I'm like, like I don't have sex with anybody. Like I can't have sex with anybody. And it's like it don't matter about the situation sometimes, man. Like if these, it's like I don't know how some people do it. Like you have to have some type of boundaries that you would like I'm talking about the girl, her face was just her friend. This girl, she looked like the thick bitch, she just looked like she just fight like she looked like she just fight like she just looked mad. Like that's her. The other girl, her face is like she has an Asian face slash white face. She's like, she black, she hang around white girls and she got an Asian face. Her face is kind of fat, pimples all over her face. Ugh, I'm like, damn, and she's skinny with a ugly butt. I'm like, and this girl, I'm flaming this girl like, this the girl I'm calling a mechanic. Like, she just looked like her pussy just sweaty and ugly. Like, I'm like, ugh, like, I'm just looking around. I'm like, who having sex with these girls? Who having sex with them? Like, and it was obvious like they wanted to, but I was like, no, like, and she's like, let's go to your room, right? Girl, right here. Now I'm like, I was making conversation so boring. Like, I was pitting on anime. Like, I didn't even pit on. Like, if girls over the crib, I put on music. Like, I'm over here. I'm like, yo, watch TV. Like, who's having sex with y'all? She like, oh, let's go to your oh yeah, they asked to play the Wii and all this other stuff. I gave them. She's like, y'all got anything to eat? Right. I go over there, go in the kitchen. They one girl, she make waffles. Another girl, they just got a bev or something, shit like that. They didn't really want nothing to eat. I wasn't cooking, like, and I don't really got no crazy snacks. So they, I don't know where they go to my room. We sitting there talking this and that, and I'm sitting on my bed, right, while they wanted to see what kind of shoes I had and stuff like that, and I'm just looking at them, I'm like, no, Ernie, don't. Cause the thing is like, it's the view for me. Like, the way these girls are acting, they not freaky. Like, they not like, you know what I mean? Like, they not on the type like they'll make out. Like, it wouldn't be sexy. Like, it would just be like, I'm just hitting one. You hit one for too long, she'll probably start fighting the other girl. Like, they just look like they just hate. I don't. I ain't even gonna say they look like they hate so, but I told them to get out of my room. Like, and I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm ready to do with these girls, but I can't have sex with these girls. Like, they already like, it's already acting like it's a battle between me. Like, girl, at the end of the day, I'm the one who picking who I'm ready to have sex with. Like, if I don't want to have sex with you, I ain't having sex with you. Like, word. Like, so they leave my room. We sitting there chilling. At this point, the other girls, they just sitting down and shit like that. I'm sitting there talking to this girl. I'm like, yeah, this and that. Like, I'm just sitting there chilling, and I'm like, and the other two, they leave. Right? They went back to my bedroom. Right? I guess to give us two some privacy because they think we ready to do something. I'm like, bro, we not doing shit. Like, we're not doing shit. Like, matter of fact, luckily the girl, she came out not that long. She said, can we leave in 10? I'm like, thank God. I'm like, yeah, we can definitely leave in 10. So I was just just talking. I was just talking to this girl. Like, I wasn't horny. Like, I wasn't turned. They didn't do anything really. Like, they wanted me to bust a move on them, but I'm like, I'm not ready to do that to y'all. First of all, they was bittering and shit like that, and one talking shit, and these hoes, they really all ugly. Like, I dropped them off, and I'm like, Ernie, man, don't ever, like, seriously, like, see, like, I know in that situation, a lot of guys, they would just say, nah, fuck it, this and that, I'm at least fucking one, and bro, like, at one point in your life, like, you gotta just, it's really gonna take, when you take yourself serious, man, you gonna watch who you fuck. Like, these girls, man, they be looking dirty and they be having shit. Like these girls, man, I wasn't having sex with them. I don't care if it's 4th of July. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, right? To end the story, the two girls that looked like freaks, they was calling me soon we got in the car. Cause I left. Right? They was calling me and I denied it. Cause they was already in my car. The three girls, they was in my car. And we pulling off and shit like that. And they called me. I'm like, damn. And I didn't answer. I was like, fuck. I was mad as hell. Like thinking back at it, I said I should have kicked them out the car and probably answered that phone call and most definitely had a good ass threesome with them. Cause that short one, she looked nasty. Like I know nasty girls when I see one. I'll be like, yeah, this girl look nasty. Like, word. Like, I'm gonna have some fun tonight. But I chose and they look good too. That was the thing, they look good. And I'm like, damn. And I bring three girls, and they all ugly, and they attitude stink. Like, man, y'all gotta go. I'm mad as hell, and I try to text the other girls, but it was like late and shit like that. And as we was texting, I fell asleep. I was trying to tell them to come over. I was like, damn. Well, guys, man, sometimes you take L's. You know what I mean? You take them, but just line you up with something else. That's all you can do. You know what I mean? Have confidence. See how easy that was. Tell a girl to her face, like, yo, I really fuck good. Like, tell a girl that with straight confidence to at a party, bro. Girls, they like hearing stuff like that. It's like equivalent to a girl telling you, like, man, this pussy good. Like, you trying to come home with me? Like, of course you're gonna be like, yeah. So if you say that to a girl, you looking good, you already know she wants you, bro, just come blatant at her. She's instantly gonna get turned on and wanna have sex with you. Them girls wanted to have sex with me, but they was too ugly. Like, I'm like, y'all too ugly, y'all not freaks. Like, this is obvious. Like, I'm like, no. You know what I mean? But guys, go out there to parties, go have fun. Stop worrying about if a girl gonna say yes, no, man. Just talk to any girl. You know what I mean? Don't have no picking and choosing, man. You have to go out and get what you want. Word, like, don't ever settle for less, man.